Good evening. I actually get to say that. Good evening. Hey, everybody. It's evening. Man, I fell asleep at the table. I didn't even get to watch the end of the tournament. I think I stayed up till around like 5:30ish. The boys were in like the firing range, like doing like they were like chatting. They were like talking about the games before. And then the firing range was just like, okay, while they're in the firing range, I could like put my head down and then I'll get back up like when the games start again, the last two games. And I just like completely passed out. And then I woke up and my neck, I think this is the worst my neck has felt in a while. It's about as bad as like when I go camping and I'm like side sleeping, which is like, I'm not a good side sleeper, especially when I'm like out in the wild. Let's go for like 2, right? Let's go for 2. I want to directly redirect into Dez's celebration stream, which is like partially I set this time because I knew like, I mean, at first I was just like, how many games is it going to be? 1, 2? And then they were like, you idiot. No, it's going to be like a 5.5, like it's going to be like a 5.5 hour tournament or something. I was like, oh, shit. Like I don't actually know that much about like the tournament, like how they operate it, and yeah. So I was just like, oh yeah, maybe like an hour and I could watch the boys, and it was just like, no, it's like it's about 5 hours long, like if that. Nikki, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Good morning, or good evening, everybody. It is I, Vesper Noir, the resident scholar of the Adventures Guild Tempus and a member of HOLOSTARS English. We're gonna do like a rare evening Zatsudan so that people can hang out in the evening, right? Probably won't make, maybe like a couple times a month, maybe like once or twice a month. I don't know. Yeah. Zader Core, thank you very much for the super chat. Hello, Vesper. Can you send a greeting to my friend Ailu? She's in the hospital and I'm hoping that she can recover well. Greetings from Chile. Yo, Ailu, hello. Please get better. Please focus on getting better. The most important thing is to get better. More than anything else. But I'm rooting for you. Yo, Colin, it's your birthday? Yo! The big 3-0. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Razor, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. We're warming up. We're going to have a good day. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. You made me lose the game. You made me lose the game. It was lossless today. You made me lose the game and you made me remember loss. Is this loss? It is, because you made me remember it. Bunny, thank you very much for the super chat. Do you sleep on your side naturally? Neck pain funds? I'm a back sleeper. I sleep on my back mostly. Yeah. What is going on? Why is there so many? Oi, thank you very much for the super chat. Your birthday was on Sunday. Happy birthday. Just want to thank you and the boys and the other vesties for making the last 9-ish months more enjoyable. Yeah, thank you for being a part of like what we've been doing, right? And happy birthday. Have a good one. Have a good one. I hope you treat yourself to like a nice meal. Yeah. Dizzy, thank you very much for the super chat. Hi, Vesper. This is the first stream I've been able to catch since Boston. I just wanted to say I'm glad that you came. It was super fun to talk about Zomboid for a few minutes. Yeah, I had a great time. Man, Zomboid. I fired up Zomboid. And I was playing single player for a little bit. I was hoping they added farm animals. I don't think they added farm animals yet. That's the last thing that I heard of. It was like a while ago. They're like, we're gonna add like farm animals. I don't think they added them yet. Yeah. So like I was like, oh man. I was looking forward to being like the ranch simulator, but in Zomboid. Wouldn't that be like freaking hilarious? I don't know. Yeah, it's like ranch simulator, but in Zomboid, right? Nicole, thank you very much for the super chat. Please do more streams at this time. You always stream at 2 a.m. Yeah, I know. I think like I'm gonna keep 10 a.m. stream time like locked down, but I can do like a couple paths, right? I could be like the endurance streamer, like the baby endurance streamer of HOLOSTARS, and then I would end up streaming around this time, right? If I do like a 12-hour stream, I'm gonna be streaming around this time, right? All it requires is me to do a 12-hour stream a couple times a month, and then boom, here I am. But I do think it'd be cool to do like a Zatsudan around this time, right? I don't know. Creative Burst, thank you for the super chat. I want to watch the D&D movie. I heard it's like actually good. I'm gonna level with you. Until the reviews started coming out and like people that I trust were like, it's like actually like a banger movie, right? Until like people started saying that, I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna watch it because I don't trust. You guys are gonna be like, ah, that's crazy old man talk, right? At the risk of being called like crazy old man, because I know. When I was your age, my uncles would say shit like this, and I would be like crazy old man talk, right? And now here I am saying it. I guess I've become the old man, right? I don't trust Hollywood to make a good movie anymore. I don't think Hollywood like knows what a good movie like. So it's just like, oh, another D&D movie. Oh, they're gonna Hollywood it, and it's gonna be garbage, right? Like. But I heard it's good, so it's just like, all right, I'll go watch it. I heard the Mario movie's pretty good too, so I might go watch that as well. You're a crazy old man too. Let's make a club. Did I miss anybody? I would hate to miss people. Okay. Creative Burst, thank you for the super chat. All right. You know what? I'm gonna take that tenner that you shot me, and I'm gonna go watch D&D. All right. Actually, you know what? Why don't I watch it like this weekend? Not this weekend, which is like right now, but my weekend, which is Monday, Tuesday, right? Am I doing anything? I have to go eat lunch with family. I think I can do it. Is it okay to watch a movie by yourself? I do that more often than not, but I've been called like a weird person for doing that. It might be like a regional thing. There are like regions of the... there are regions of Elysium where it's just like, no, that's weird. You have to go with like other people. And then there's other regions of Elysium where it's just like, yeah, I do it all the time. Who called you then? Don't worry. I took care of them. It's really ominous. Don't worry about it. That reminds me, I gotta finish like Hitman. Oh my god, there's a lot of I have to catch up really quick. Woo! Okay. Let's catch up as soon as we can, and then we can get back to talking. Heck Deck, thank you very much for the super chat. D&D movie feels like a campaign with actual players. Okay. All right. Who gives a crap about the plot, right? It's all about the characters, right? Kumiko, thank you very much for the super chat. Makes me happy to see you doing well. Been chugging along same as always. Thank you for bringing inspiration. No problem. Happy to be there for you. Who the heck? Oh, it's family. Don't worry about it. Supersonic, thank you very much for the super chat. D&D film not long ago. Thought it was entertaining. That being said, is it bad that I recently got to Neverwinter Nights and D&D in general? Only because I wanted to play a Dance with Rogues. A Dance with Rogues? Can't say that I've ever heard of that. Yo! You climb Mount Taco? I don't think there's anything wrong with playing... Yeah. A Dance with Rogues. But I might have to try it out. Oh, it's a mod? Not Rose, Rogues? And they spelled it correctly. The easiest way to like tilt me, all right, at the risk of like giving you guys like a weakness, the easiest way to tilt the ever-loving shit out of me is to spell Rogue Rouge. You know what I'm talking about? If you spell Rogue Rouge, I feel the desire to just... I was gonna say put a gun in my mouth. I can't say that. That's not okay. You don't understand. There's no context. If you're just spamming Rouge, I look at Rouge. It's like, yeah, I got it. Rouge. The word. You have to... There has to be, like, context, right? It's like, what's your favorite World of Warcraft class? Mine is Rouge. And I just want to, like... I just want to McEnd. I want to go to McDonald's, go into the drive-thru, and they'll be like, welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order? It's like, I would like a McEnd myself. Just... Anyway. I have to catch up. I must catch up. Sagara-gun, thank you very much for the super chat. I saw that Magic the Gathering has D&D movie card. No freaking way. Hugh Grant in a Magic card is wild. Do you remember Hugh Grant in Paddington 2? That was like insane. He went like all out in Paddington 2. It made no sense for him to go that hard, but he went in and he did it. It was ridiculous. He was like the most ridiculous character ever in Paddington 2. Are we in a Hugh Grant renaissance? Are we done with like the Hugh Grant like fuckboy phase and now like we all love Hugh Grant? Paddington 2 goes hard as hell for no reason. Ain't that the freaking truth? My favorite character in Paddington 2 is Knuckles McGinty. I don't do nothing for no one for nothing. Right? Good old Knuckles. Anyway. Oh my freaking god, I can't catch up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people that... Senorita Mac Jonkers, thank you very much for the super chat. Quartz Front, thank you very much for the super chat. Yo, Mount Takao? Oh my god. There's a line for the chairlift? Yeah. Yeah. I do remember that. But, Trail 1... Right when you want to quit, it gets so freaking easy. Right? And it's like not that hard. It's like paved the entire way up. I will say though that in the middle of the day, it was like quite chilly. It was like quite cold because like you're in the shadow of the mountain most of the way up. So it does get like quite cold on the way up. I remember that. Like, there was another mountain that was near Tokyo, but like it was like sunny all the way up. So it felt good. It was a little bit of a harder hike, but it was like sunny up, going up. Takao was like in the shade. I'm sorry. I keep hearing Mount Taco. I'm sorry. My stupid Elysium tongue like can't pronounce Japanese properly. It's Takao. Don't say Mount Taco. Pasokan, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for gifting. No. There's no need to thank me. I need to from my I was like, oh no, please don't say something that gets me demonetized. It's like, how am I gonna get demonetized? It's a panel. I guess. I don't know. I couldn't say it out loud, but like Dez was like, why were you so scared of that cosplayer, right? After we finished, we had a little cool down. We were like chatting. I was drinking tea, and he was like, why? Like, were you actually scared? And I was like, yeah. It's like, why, right? And then I told him why, and he's like, oh no. Should I don't know if I want to play the game. And I was like, please play it. It's good. You should play it. You really should. It's really good. It's good. But I did explain to him like that concept of Dorothy, and he's like, I don't know if which is understandable, right? Is understandable. Is understandable. Strife Shock, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Vesper, sorry if this is out of place, but I just wanted to say that you're a huge inspiration. That makes me happy and also afraid. I think you should be better than me. Because I'm a freaking weirdo. You've given out some incredible advice and I'm glad that you're in HOLOLIVE. I hope to achieve something of that level someday. You could do better. do better. Be better. Be better. You can do better. It's the dearest wish of every grandpa to see their grandchildren be better, right? And not like, I don't know how to describe it, but like bigger, happier, right? More unhinged, with like 8 spears, like a crazy amount of spears, right? It's not like a competitive thing. I just want you to be bigger and happy. Be Bettle, exactly. Be Bettle. No, don't be Bettle. No, I take that back. Don't be Bettle. Kono Dioda. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's been busy for a while, so I've been catching up to your stream, but I'll try to show up now and then. By the way, my girlfriend broke up with me. Let's go. No, please help Tasukete. Okay. I'm gonna... Should I talk? Should I talk, or should I just be like, we got you, buddy? I do think it's better to just be like, we got you, buddy, right? But I also think relationships are a lot of money, right? Relationships are a lot of time and money, right? You deserve that time and that money. You deserve that time times 2 and that money times 2. Why would you give it to some idiot? Right? I'm sorry, maybe your girlfriend was a great person, but I'm just gonna speak from the heart, right? Why that idiot doesn't deserve, right? I regret saying that. I need to like watch what I say. Yeah, stop cooking. All right, we're gonna move on. I hope. What if she was super Jinanwes? That is actually like, yeah, like if you had a sweet gig, if you had a super sweet gig and she was like your sugar mama, my condolences. I'm very sorry for that. But that also means you're probably such an incredibly beautiful person that like you're beautiful, so who gives a shit? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. See, like my manager's probably awake right now. My manager is probably awake right now, so I am on my best behavior, and I only wholesome comments, right? Right, guys? Bernard, thank you very much for the super chat. Can I introduce you to my favorite game called Library of Ruina? You led a group of librarians and defend the library dungeon. Gameplays like Slay the Spire. Have you seen anybody in Holopro play it? I can't say that I've seen anybody play it, but maybe it could send me back into the mines, right? Oh, we definitely have Slay the Spire permissions for sure. I think, don't hold me to this one, I think I'm the one that got that one. I think. Chop Suey, thank you very much for the super chat. Good evening, Vesper. I know it's the weekend now, but our project stakeholders are concerned with our deliverables. No. I'm a streamer now. My brain is buttery smooth. I just play. I play World of Warcraft and Dwarf Fortress. No. Holy Fur, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Gramps. It's a bit of a random question, but is there a specific type or era of armor that you like? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Let me think about that. I'm assuming you're talking about like real life armor, right? Real life armor? Okay. I'm gonna let you guys in on something, all right? Like the concept of leather armor doesn't really work. You can't really repair leather armor. Padded armor, like made out of cloth, is like much more like functional. Leather armor is like not really, doesn't actually work. Yeah. 4 strength, 4 stam, leather belt. Ooh wee. Yeah. I'm a big fan of like padded armor, right? Like a Swiss mercenary, like a pikeman, right? With the crazy like colorful armor. I don't know. You look like a jester. I don't know. Like the concept of like the mercenary era of like Europe was like freaking cool. I don't know. Maybe I should be whatever. What are they gonna do? Bonk me? Battle. Maybe that's why I like battle so much, right? Something about that. All right, so like it's just cool cuz like they're mercenaries and they're like specifically designed to like embarrass the shit out of like rich boy knights, right? I just like that. Something about that is just like good, right? And it's like I don't give a crap if you're spending like the equivalent of like hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment. We do this for a living. We're mercenaries and we will embarrass the ever-loving crap out of you. And that like era of warfare were like freaking cool. I understand that, Ved. A lot of them were, right? Those are not the mercenaries that I admire. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about like man-at-arms and lower tier, not like the nobility. Yeah. Mercs are so cool. I don't know. What else do I like? What else do I like? I guess for like shiny, cool armor. I mean, I'm just gonna show that like I'm a weeb, right? I think like samurai armor is like really cool. Like most of it was made out of wood, and it's like what the heck? And it's like actually quite effective. And like the way that they had like it was like anti-arrow armor, right? The type of armor that you're looking at, like in that era of Japanese warfare was like anti-arrow. It was not like anti-spear or anti like sword. It was like against arrows, which is like really strange to me. Yeah, it's like interesting that like that was, and then like warfare in like feudal Japan is so cool that like they have like, have you seen like the mobile shields on wheels, right? That was so like, I don't like, it's like interesting like looking at it. Like they had like big like wooden like panels on wheels, and then they rolled them up to the like the battlefield. Like it was like what? Okay. We're gonna, but I do think that like the armor of like feudal Japan just looks incredibly cool, right? It just looks so freaking cool. But we're gonna move on because I don't think I should be talking so much about this. Man, Mountain Blade. I saw like Google has like a little news feed, and it showed me that Crusader Kings 3 is getting the Game of Thrones mod, and I was like, well, it's a mod, so I definitely can't play it, but maybe I could just play it off stream. I would pick like the most like obscure house. Just try to gain the Iron Throne. All right, what's the most obscure house in Game of Thrones? Let me think. I'm not even that big of a Game of Thrones fan. Song of Ice and Fire. I'm not even like that huge of a fan. No, not Tarly. Tarly is actually made of like warriors. I'm talking about like, you know, like, because Sam aside, Tarly is actually like kind of a based house. It's a little bit too based. I think Tarth is a little bit too based as well. I want like a garbage house. What is the most garbage tier house? House toilet? Baelish is down there for sure. House Noir. Baelish, House Baelish is down there. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me think. House outhouse. House toilet. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like my gut is like the Manderley, House Manderley, but like they're pretty rich, right? So that's not out of the ordinary. And they have like a bunch of people that are like actually fighters, right? No, not House Craster. Let me think. I don't think it would be like any northern house, right? Glover, House Glover, like the hell has House Glover ever done, right? Let me think. House Frey is very unbased. They're also like a pretty powerful house. They're pretty rich. Ah, the Mormonts. Yeah, they're down there. House Gavis. The Mill House. House Gelder. That's a pretty good one. I'm like trying to remember the houses. Real house. I guess it's been a while since I've read the books. I don't remember any of the tiny little houses. Okay, can I name the 7 kingdoms? Let's try to do that. There's the North, right? Stark. There's the Reach, which is oh shit, I forgot the name. Not Gardner. It was originally Gardner, and then the other house took over, right? Waffle House. Tyrell, yeah. The Tyrells were like the stewards of House Gardner, and then Gardner got wiped out because they were idiots and they tried to fight dragons and they got like bodied. And then Tyrell took over. And then there's the Westerlands, which is obviously Lannister. Everybody knows that. Ah, the Eyrie. Not the Eyrie. What is it called? The Stormlands, of course. House Estate. There's the Iron Islands, right? There's the Vale. The Vale. Yeah. What's the desert place? What is it called again? Dorne? Dorne. Unbent. Unbroken. The Steakhouse. Okay, we gotta read. But yeah, Library of Arena. If we can play it, then I'd be interested in trying it out. It's like on brand, on theme. Dorne was ruining the show. Kind of. Yeah. Real life Mothman. Really? I'm part of the group that was with you guys on World of Warcraft Wednesday. We were wondering if you'd be all right with us making a guild, probably named Tempest Guard, and or no. You could definitely make a guild. I think we're not supposed to make a guild with viewers. Like, we can't be in it, but you could make a guild, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And please do. I'm like relatively confident. I think I talked to Bettel about it 2 days ago, but we're both in for this Wednesday. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak for the other boys. They might not be, but like me and Bettel would definitely, yeah, would definitely be there. Cloud Cutter, thank you very much for the super chat. Just want to send some support your way and ask, I don't know if this has been asked already, have you played any Souls games? I'd like to watch that someday. Okay. I played and beat Dark Souls 1. I played and didn't beat Dark Souls 2. That game was too hard. Maybe I'm just an old man, but like I looked up the best build in Dark Souls 1 and then I beat it and it wasn't too hard. It just required the build. But I did the same thing for Dark Souls 2 and I couldn't beat it. Like it was too hard for me. It's like maybe this is where like I'm just a bad gamer, right? And then I played and beat Bloodborne, which is not a Dark Souls game, but I think it's an incredible game. Yeah. And that is the extent of my experience with Souls-like games. I've never played Elden Ring. I've never played... Was there another one? There's like games that are like that, but they're not like that, right? I didn't play Sekiro. I didn't play... what's the other one? There's another one that's like feudal Japan. Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played like any of those. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's the best because I haven't experienced like every Dark Souls game in its entirety, but Bloodborne is my favorite, quote unquote, Souls-like, right? Yeah. Hello. Okay. Ghost Crow, thank you very much for the super chat. My last super for a long time since I'm a working taxpayer. I'm going back to school. I'm gonna study hard and make you proud. Thank you for inspiring us to be our best dances in Dwarf. I need to go back to Dwarf Fortress. I just have so many. I need to beat. All right, first of all, I need to beat Hitman 3. That game was great. I have to beat that. But before that, I have to beat Return to the Obra Dinn, and I'm gonna do a 12-hour stream to beat Obra Dinn. And then there's just like a gajillion like games that I need to play. It's a good thing to have. And then I guess I've added Library of Ruinas. Let's see if we've got the permissions for that, and I'll play that. It's good. I think I've gotten over. Do you remember like when I started? What was that, like 8 months ago? 8.5, 9 months ago? I was just like, I'm gonna level with you guys. I feel uncomfortable blind playing a game. I think I'm only going to play games that I've played before, and I'm reasonably confident that I could play the game, understand the controls, and like chat with you guys regularly, like a back and forth conversation. That just got thrown out the window. I'm just playing games like I've never played before. Ever. Yeah. And I've accepted that I'm just like not good at games. And yeah, some people are going to get frustrated, but I'm doing my best. I bought Disco Elysium on my private account. Ved. I bought Disco Elysium on my private account. I don't think I could ever play it on stream, but I bought it and I'm gonna play it off stream. I bought it on my private account. Yeah. I just have so much stuff to do, right? And I'm still paying for my Zomboid server. So we got to do season 3 eventually. It might just be me playing. But like, I'm not going to stream single player Zomboid. Like I'm going to reset the server, fire it up, and then like I'll probably put out a message in our Tempest Discord and just be like, anybody that wants to play, like I'll make you an account. No pressure. There's no like schedule thing. Just log in when you want and play when you want. And then if I get any takers, we'll yeah. The Vesties, that might be tough. I think because of the way the Zomboid server works or something, can't give out the IP, can't like give out, I don't know. I need to double check, but like God, it feels like it was like 10 years ago. I was like having conversations with my manager about like Zomboid, and they were like, I'm gonna level with you, Vest. We had our tech department like look into like making a Zomboid server, and they've never seen anything like this. There is no like Japanese game developer that has made like anything like this, and it's like so like they don't know what to make of it. It's like, is it safe? Is it not safe? And it's like, well, I'm pretty sure it's safe. And they're like, yeah, but like, how can they know that for sure, right? Cause usually like a server runs, right? Like look at like Minecraft, right? Minecraft you can understand. Minecraft you can make it pretty secure, right? Easy, just get a cybersecurity expert to decompile the entire code. Exactly. Just so that this idiot grandpa can play Zomboid multiplayer. William Carter, thank you very much for the super chat. Vesper Noir Funko Pop Dakimakura 19th century American farmer costume. Actually, when me and Dez were starting up for the panel at Anime Boston, he put on his farmer outfit with the pitchfork. He put on his like, he was like cycling through his like outfits, right? And he put on the farmer outfit, and we were standing next to each other, and he's like, "You're my wife." And it's like, actually, that was his sister. And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're talking about the American Gothic. That's a portrait of a farmer and his sister, and they're both unmarried." And he was like, "I never knew that." He's like, "Yeah." Okay. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. I can't wait to see Vesper Gold not die immediately and assassinate all of the zombies in Zomboid. Also, I've been collecting rice on Duck server. Oh my god. You're collecting the rice? Do you have it like hidden? You're a chip off the old block. By Duck, I'm guessing you're talking about Atomic Duck. He makes the best like Zomboid guides. Not guides, like informational videos. I feel like he's above like the concept of like a general guide. He's just like, hey, I want to talk to you about this like really specific thing about Zomboid, my favorite game. That's like the vibe that you get from Duck, and it's just like cool. And he also does like the update discussions, right? That's where I go for when I'm looking at like updates, right? Nurse is just like straight up entertaining, right? It's just like a straight up like Zomboid like entertainment video. Yeah. Disco Elysium devs got screwed by their corp? Oh, that's a shame to hear. Ah. I really should not talk about that, but man, you hate to hear it, right? Because I feel like the developers of any game are like the closest to being like a true artist, right? Like they pour like passion into like something that they're creating. They're creators, right? They create something. And like you never want to hear about like creators and artists that are getting screwed over. That's just a terrible situation. But that's definitely like extremely danger zone that I should never ever talk about. So I'm just gonna move on and just say that like I sympathize for artists that like get put into tough situations, right? I don't know anything about it. It's just like, yeah, don't talk about like developers and publishers just to be safe. It's like, okay, understood. Unless it's to like compliment them, right? Compliment their game. That's safe. But anything weird, you just move on. It's not your place. You're just a game player. You're not like a commentator, right? I'm not a commentator. Giembo, thank you very much for the super chat. Miyazaki, president from Software, stated that Sekiro was hugely influenced by Tenchu. Oh, Tenchu! He even considered working with the license and making the game a true sequel in case you played those games. Yeah! I remember Tenchu. Was it like Wrath of Heaven or something? God, what was the dude's name? It was like Dikimaru or something like that, right? I don't remember. I didn't beat that game either, but I remember playing it and not being able to beat it. It is like old shit. Like, this is like old. This is like old school, right? Tenchu was like, I think when I was like a kid, right? I think it was like when I was like an actual kid. Yeah. What about Onimusha on the Xbox One? You guys remember Onimusha? That was a good game too. I beat that game. That was a good game. Man, Onimusha 1 was really good. So like the original Xbox, right? Gets memed on for being like gigantic and like having the most unwieldy controller that like if you swung it around like you know, like you could kill someone with it, right? But I remember having a lot of fun with Xbox. I don't know. Onimusha was good. I mean, obviously Kotor, right? Kotor was really good. I've got a lot of like, and then obviously like Halo, right? Halo 1 was like special. Damn. That was like an immaculately crafted game. I don't know. I like the Xbox. I'm gonna plant my banner on that hill and be like, Xbox, the original Xbox was like a good console. I agree, Jinx. I agree. I think KOTOR was the best game on Xbox. Yeah. But that's just like personal bias, right? Is it? Is it personal bias? The thing is, like, I also recommended it to like contemporaries, right? I had colleagues that had Xbox and they were like Halo fanboys, right? And it's just like, buy KOTOR, it's good. And then they bought it and they played it and it was like, it was hard. I kept dying and I got frustrated and I stopped playing. It's like, oh, fair enough. And I would be like, no, I'll help you like do a good build. And they're just like, no, I lost interest. I don't want to play anymore, right? So it's tough. I don't think they were made for like kids. Is that weird? Is it weird? I don't know. I played Baldur's Gate 2. Oh my god. Did you like what the fuck was that, like red dragons? There was like a red dragon that you could fight like at the very beginning. Did you every Baldur's Gate 2 player is gonna like never ever like respect me ever again. The only way I could beat that dragon was by save scumming Quivering Palm. Just like save scum until I could one-shot him. Quivering Palm, fail, reload. Quivering Palm, fail, reload. Quivering Palm, fail, reload. Quivering Palm, fail, reload until I like one-shotted him. It's too hard! I'm a kid! Man, I'm just a fucking kid, dude. Like, I didn't know how to fucking play that game. I was like legitimately bad at Baldur's Gate 2, but I loved it. And it was good, right? I think that's where you get Karsamir, right? I think? I don't remember. Bodhi though, man. Bodhi was so cool. Oh my god. I think Bodhi was my favorite character in BG2. Let me think. Here's the thing. It's a testament to how good Baldur's Gate 2 is that like I got into Baldur's Gate 2 after I had just discovered D&D. I think that was like a year, like less than a year after the first time I'd played D&D. Maybe 2 years. And I was just like raring to go for like anything D&D like related, right? And Baldur's Gate 2 is like D&D the way that like that was like not noob friendly D&D. It was like D&D where like the DM has a giant stick and just beats you over the head like repeatedly. You know? It's like the original Tomb of Horrors D&D, and it was just like, oh my god. And it's a testament to how good the story of Baldur's Gate 2 is, that like even just getting bonked over and over again, like I did manage to beat that game. It took a long time, but I did beat it. You have to know the story is like too good, right? The story is like actually 10 out of 10. I will not spoil like any element of that story, but it's like actually 10 out of 10. You can't put it down. Like at every stage of Baldur's Gate 2, like you're like, I have to find out what happens next, and you have to like move on, right? Okay. Let's move on. Ranger FGO, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Vest, if you do play Library of Ruina, you would have to play Lobotomy Corporation first. It's the first game in the series. My friend that is currently playing it 60 hours in and advises not going blind, and good luck not going in blind. I feel like it has more and better side quest content than a lot of RPGs. I would agree with that. Yeah. I would agree with that. And like every character in BG2. All right, here's the thing. I rushed through BG1 after, because I started with BG2 and then I went back and I played Baldur's Gate 1 and then I rushed through it to like catch up. But I did like pretty thoroughly play Baldur's Gate 2. I think I did like 3 or 4 playthroughs. You too? Right? I don't know. You can play library. I mean, like, listen. Before we jump back into like the, hey Vesper, you should try this game. I will not. I can't play a game. We just have to make sure that like I can play it, right? I just have to make sure that I can, right? And if I can't, I'm not gonna push. No more pushing. No more pushing. I'm not here to make trouble for anybody. I'm begging you on my hands and knees, please play SnowRunner, the best trucking game of the last decade? A trucking game? What do you do in a trucking game? You just carry like, I don't know, TVs from like a distribution center in Kansas to Ohio or something? Is it good? It's not a trucking simulator. What is it? What is SnowRunner? You drift with a truck on the snow. Like an 18-wheeler or like a pickup truck? An 18-wheeler or like a pickup truck? Eri-san, ohayo. Hello, good morning. What is it? Like an 86? A Hachiroku Toreno? Oh, baby. Okay. You're rebuilding areas, maps via truck deliveries after experiencing natural disasters. There's lots of off-roading and missions. Oh. I put in one permissions request a month. What is it called? Ice what? SnowRunner. SnowRunner. Paco Sensei, Ohio. Good morning. Good morning. SnowRunner. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna put it down in my grandpa notepad. All right. But I got a docket, dude. My precious grandchild. I have a docket and a half. I have so many games that I need to play. Remember, I was supposed to play a horror game this week, and I didn't? What happened to that, huh? I was supposed to play a horror game tomorrow, but I didn't finish Obra Dinn. And then now I have to play Obra Dinn, right? I played League. League pushed another game out of the way. What did League push out of the way? Hitman. League pushed Hitman out of the way. And I do think I will be playing League as like a monthly community game. I think it would be funny. Because we got boys that play Fallout. We got boys that play I was watching Bettle play League. He can actually play League the way that it's meant to be played. He's like juking people and he's like, nope. I know the perfect range of your attack just by looking at your character, right? It's like, that's the way. Yeah, I do remember that. Something similar to that in Dota, the original Dota. Yeah. I don't know any of that shit. Okay, people meme on Altair, but isn't he good at League? He's like actually pretty good, right? Like in Tempest, he might be the best, right? He's average at League. But within Tempest, like where would you rank him? Is Bettle better? Bettle is cracked? Bettle is a good Swain? Bettle is the best? No shot, really? Well then before Vanguard, Altair was number 1, and then now he's number 2. Bettle is absolutely cracked. Okay. I will now force him to babysit me in bottom lane, right? Bettle, protect me. Bettle, be my bodyguard. Protect me. Make him play support Swain. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Nick Thorns, thank you very much for the super chat. Nice to catch you live. Thanks for always making my day with your streams. Gratitude from a happy Vesty. No problem. Thank you for being along for the ride. We're doing a nice, comfy little 2-hour Zatsu, and then we're gonna sit together. I have leftover snacks. I have one Slim Jim that I did not eat, and I have an opened bag of sweet kettle corn, caramel kettle corn, or whatever. And I'll be eating that while watching Dez do his Loop Station stream. And you guys are gonna have to watch with me. Battle corn. Exactly. Exactly. That. Just straight up that. Chew slowly. Macho Man Randy Savage is smiling down on us. Skyrim, but every dragon is Macho Man Randy Savage. If only. That's the only way that I will ever play Skyrim on stream. If they allow me to mod it that way. Oh yeah! Oh yes! The cream of the crop! Yeah, never gonna happen. What are your favorite snacks to eat? I do like me a Slim Jim. I like the most disgusting chips. When I get my favorite chips, nobody wants any, and I get the entire bag to myself. I like Bugles. And people are like, this is disgusting. Get Doritos or something like that's actually delicious, right? Nobody eats my chips. The witch fingers, yeah. I love Bugles. I love them. Bugles are underrated. Like Streamer, like Vesty, right? Dude, I love Bugles. To me, they're just like, they're fun and they're delicious, right? They're fun and they're delicious, right? You get to fuck around with them. You don't have to find out, and then you get a delicious snack. 10 of them, if you set them up properly, right? Dave, thank you very much for the super chat. Good evening. Yeah, I was watching V-Psycho and I was cheering the boys on, and then I tried to stay awake to watch the conclusion. I got up to around like 5 a.m.-ish, and then they were taking like a break. They were in like the firing... They're in the firing range and like discussing strategy and like post-game analysis, right? And I was like, oh, I'll just put my head down. And then when match 4 starts, I'll get back up. And I never got back up. Like I had my earphones on and I was just like asleep at my computer desk. Yeah, they did their best. I think in terms of like, I think in terms of like raw killing potential, they're up there, right? Like they're goated in terms of like raw killing potential. But I think, remember what Shinri told me when I was chatting with him in our little collab, that like, a lot of shooter video games, especially competitive shooters, are like not just about like raw killing potential. It's about like learning like where to stand, learning where not to stand. Yeah, that terrible luck. It was like not good. But I honestly think that team, like they're... Bro, can I talk about... Yeah, I'll do it. Did you see the grenade? I think it was Rika Senpai, right? Did you see the grenade that he threw? And it like absolutely destroyed that team that was trying to like cheese the little like canister things. That was incredible. That was incredible. The best part was where like that team thought they made it. They thought. They absolutely thought that they were like, oh, we won. We got it. And then they didn't even have like a full 3 seconds to like bask in the glow of getting the high ground, right? What an ice cold assassin. Give them like a solid 10 seconds. Give them a solid 10 seconds to like touch the ground and be like, ah, I earned this. This is mine, right? No, it was like within 3 seconds of them landing, and like they didn't even get to look around and try to find someone to shoot. They just got blown off the silo, right? Oh, beautiful. I am not used to like watching professional Apex. I'm not used to watching it be like 20 out of 20 squads for that long. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I have faith. Forgiven. Number one. In 2024, they're going to be number one. I have faith. I have faith. Oh, Gamma Senpai did really well too. Yeah. I think they won round 3? Was it round 3 or round 4? Gamma Squad like was champ, right? Was it round 3? I don't remember. Oh shit. Hupo, thank you very much for the 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Valorant? Oh no. Woo! Thank you. I want to play Apex. I can't remember the last time I like fired up Valorant training. There's like no possible way that I could get good enough in Valorant like in time to even no. Just no way. It's a good time to swap to Valorant. I kind of want to play Tarkov with Shinri. I think he still plays Tarkov off stream. But that's not really like a competitive game. That's like a loot goblin game, right? Like you're gobbling that loot, right? The games that I'm interested in is like Apex is spiked. Fortnite is in the weeds. League of Legends is like going to the moon. And then Tarkov is like consistently like, I look at that game, I look at like the gameplay of that game, and it's like, I would like that. I would play that. Doesn't Tarkov has a, I wouldn't know about that. Does it? Every time I watch somebody playing it in our Discord, it looks like a fun game, right? I rewatched, speaking of Team Fortress 2 Motto, I rewatched Emesis Blue a 3rd time, and I still don't fully understand it. I know that like every point of view is unreliable, right? Because like everybody's going crazy, right? That much I grasp. That like that's not a realistic interpretation, like it's not a realistic portrayal of reality, because every POV is behind a character that is going insane, right? So it's like, don't expect it to be like they're hallucinating, like they're seeing shit, right? Like they're not all there. They're all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? But I still don't understand it. It's good though. It's like really good. It's like damn good. Justin, is this Tarkov? I don't know. League is looking good. Zomboid is looking good. World of Warcraft, it might. All right, It might just be me and Bettel. Are you guys like prepared for that? Because it's World of Warcraft Classic. I cannot expect like people in 2023 to continue playing Classic. It's just like, it's just a horror show of a game, right? But I'm like reasonably confident that like it might just be me and Bettel that are playing like World of Warcraft Wednesdays, right? I hope the boys continue. I would love to have a full stack for dungeons. I would love to have a full stack, but I can't promise that just because like Classic is definitely like a trip. Did you guys like me like just non-stop gaslighting them? Something about World of Warcraft like brings out the inner troll in me. That might have been like the low point of me as a human being. When I was in World of Warcraft, that might have been like my low point as a human being, of which I'm definitely a human. Age 28. Mild-mannered librarian. Polite. That game just brings out the troll in me. Is good. Many people got their troll side from World of Warcraft, right? Right? What's the trolliest thing I've ever done? The Chuck Norris jokes in the variants. I remember that. I have tried Warframe. I think I played Warframe when I was... I think I played Warframe when it was new. When did that game come out? Hold on a second. I remember playing Warframe with my roommate. And they were roommates, right? The Hurricane story roommate. What year did... When did this game come out? No, that's way after. What am I thinking of then? What am I thinking of? No, I don't think I played this with my roommate. That was way too long ago. Huh. Wait. What game am I thinking of? It was a game where you're like on a ship and then you go on missions, right? And then you like beam down and then you're like fighting and you're like a robot. Like you've shed the disgusting weakness of your flesh and you're like literally a robot, right? You're like a space ninja. How what? I don't know. I don't remember what it is, but I do remember playing a game like that. Wait. Was this in beta? Or alpha or whatever? Was there like an open beta for this game? I like distinctly remember playing this game, I think. I don't remember. I just remember playing it with like one of my like Hurricane story roommates. Yeah. It's impossible. It says 2013. No. Like that's impossible. So it must have been a different game or something else, right? If it's 2013, it's not the game that I was playing with my roommate. Yeah. The gaslighting was beautiful. Thank you, Saku. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm trying to remember like World of Warcraft stories. The leader of my raiding guild was a Polish guy. Really nice guy, really intelligent. Like one of the best, I think probably the best raid leader I've ever played under, right? And people kept doing the 50 DKB thing at him, and it enraged him. It like absolutely enraged him. Because he's like, that guy is not Polish, you fucking idiots, right? Like, it like absolutely enraged him when people did that. I remember that. Pure unadulterated rage. in like, all right, just like as a testament to like how much patience that guy is, he threatened to, but he never actually removed DKP for people doing that, right? He was the raid leader and the guild leader of our raiding guild, and it actually legitimately like made him unhappy when people did that to him, but he never removed DKP for it. Never. Because he's like, the rules state you put in the time, you get the DKP. I will not take that away from you for something as minor as like you pissing me off, right? What a Giga Chad, right? I think there's like, I think Illidan drops like the skull of Gul'dan, right? Like the best like caster trinket in Burning Crusade. I think Illidan drops like a really good like caster trinket, right? Just as a sign of like how much we respect that guy. We knew his favorite character in the Warcraft lore was Gul'dan. If you guys don't know, Gul'dan was one half of the caster combo that opened the Dark Portal, right? There was another guy, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but Gul'dan was like, it required 2 people to open the Dark Portal, and Gul'dan was one of them, right? And my guild leader, I'm not going to tell you his name or his character name. I knew his like real name too, but his favorite character was Gul'dan. And we knew that because we would have chats when we were like farming up like raid mats and stuff, right? When we killed Illidan for the second time, I think, or the third time, the skull of Gul'dan dropped, right? And every like DPS caster in our guild, and we had a gajillion of them. Like we were like a server first, like attuned guild, right? Like we were geared towards getting server first. So we had a gajillion casters, right? They all gave him the skull of Gul'dan. And he's like a fucking warrior. Could you imagine a warrior walking around Shatrath with like a fucking skull of Gul'dan? It doesn't make any sense, right? He never even equipped it. He was just like, this is stupid. What else? We were gonna give him the Phoenix mount. Remember? In the Eye? There's like a Phoenix mount, very low drop rate. We never got it. We clear that like every week on farm, but we never got the Phoenix mount. But we would have given it to him if it had dropped, right? It dropped for the other guild. That was infuriating. I remember that. The Ashes of Alar, yeah. I got the first and only Warglaives in my guild. Oh my god, I remember those. Holy smokes. Woo! The glaives. Oh, that's sweet, sweet orange. Wait, were they orange? They were orange, right? Warglaives are hunter weapons! Oh, baby. A triple. You got given the skull of Gul'dan as a Moonkin druid. Every single mage and warlock, and like Shadow Priest, but we don't care about Shadow Priest. Their balls are shriveling up right now. Every mage and warlock and Shadow Priest in my chat right now, their balls are shriveling up. Or their metaphorical balls, right? Because they don't have them. A Moonkin. A Moonkin. Boomkin with the mages. Hey, can I ask you a question though? Can I ask you a question? And I already know the answer to this question because you're a Moonkin, right? Who did you innervate? In a raiding situation, who did you innervate? I already know the answer to this question. I already know the answer. It was yourself, wasn't it? You innervated yourself. Did you walk in front of the healers and then innervate yourself? They're a Moonkin! Come on, innervate a healer? That didn't happen. That did not happen. Innervate the girl in your guild! And then you tip your hat and you're like, "Milady? Please accept this innervate, milady." And like, she's a rogue. She's like, "Bro, I'm a fucking rogue. Why are you innervating me?" No! I want to end the stream. Don't rouge me. Don't rouge me, you freaking gremlins. Don't you freaking dare. Don't you freaking dare rouge me. I'm gonna Uber Eats a McEnemy from the nearest McDonald's, nearest Macca's. Oh my god. Paragon, thank you very much for the super chat. Good evening, good evening. Happy to see you. Hello, Vesper. Sorry if this is off topic. Nothing is off topic for Zatsudan. We just basically just fool around and say stupid crap. And I'm under the safety of streaming, usually under the safety of streaming at like 10 in the morning when nobody's awake. But now I'm in the highway to the danger zone, but we're going in. Yeah. Nothing is off topic. Recently, Owl City released a new song called The Tornado, where a boy gets caught in the middle of a tornado. Would this be something young Vesper would have done? Tornadoes are like a different breed, I think. A tornado is like really intense, right? Like a tornado and a hurricane is definitely like freaky as hell, right? But a tornado and a hurricane are like different. The best way I could describe it is that like a hurricane is like an insanely huge monster where like they don't even see you existing and they've only got 4 feet. So it's like relatively easy to like walk to the side and avoid getting stepped on, right? But they're still very dangerous, right? A hurricane is like a brachiosaurus, right? A hurricane is like a brachiosaurus. Like they're like boom, boom, and they're like stepping, but it's like probably not that hard not to get stepped on by one, right? And a tornado is like a tiger on meth, right? The best way to describe a tornado, like any type of tornado, small one, big one, is like a tiger on meth. You just don't fuck with the tornado, right? Yeah. Because it's like smaller and more intense and like it knows that you exist, right? It's like it might eat you, right? A cocaine bear. Exactly. Anyway. Even young Vesper would not like F with a tornado. That's a great description of a tornado, actually. Is Tiger on meth some sort of martial art? It could be. We're gonna develop our own style of martial arts, right? We're gonna call it Tiger on meth. Anyway. Thank you, I can finally sleep now. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. I'd be happy if any of the Vesties can cheer on Dez for me. With me, because I'll be there too. I'll be eating my Slim Jim, but if you need to sleep, you need to sleep. I understand it's like super late, right? Especially like our regular crowd might be like super late. It might be like 3 in the morning for you guys. So like, sorry about that. It was not on purpose. I just made that decision that like, I don't think I would have been able to sleep anyways. Like if I tried to sleep through the Apex tournament and not watch it, I would have just been like, I should be watching. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep because I know I should be watching. So I just watched it, right? I made the call. Might not be the right call. Hopefully I didn't piss anybody off, but I went with it. I am so freaking tired. I woke up at like 9:30 in the morning. And my neck hurt something fierce, and then I stumbled into bed, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up in time for this stream, and then I'm gonna relax and watch Diz. I need to sleep again, and it might be a 12-hour stream tomorrow, right? We're doing Oberdin until we finish. We're gonna identify all 60 members of the Oberdin. We're gonna beat the game. I'm gonna find Henry Evans. Is that his name? The ship surgeon. I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head. I'm gonna find that freaking Dick Lord and just punch him in the back of the head. Rude as fuck. The kicking turtle. Is it rude because I'm punching and not kicking? He's already... Is that a spoiler? Oh no. Please, please. Wait, is that a spoiler? Like, please no spoilers. I don't know anything about the game. It's just like, I know the basic plot. Anyway, I will erase it from my memory banks. I will erase it from my memory banks. I'm not a robot. I'm a human being, and we're gonna move forward. No. We're not gonna ban the spoiler. I think it was on accident. It was on accident. Don't worry about it. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't even know if it's true or not. Maybe it's a fake out, right? Maybe it's a fake out. Maybe it's a fake out. Do not leave. Totally human. Can we go back to that topic? What topic? What topic? Yo, Skylar Snowsong. Thank you very much for the super chat. Good evening, good evening. Hey, Vesper, I have a question for you. Are any of the Tempest boys into Warhammer? And if so, which ones? Actually, I don't think I've had like a chat about Warhammer or 40K with any of the boys. I'm pretty sure Dez isn't. I'm pretty sure Altare and Axel aren't. They're too young. You think Battle? I feel like I shouldn't be the one to like teach them about it because I don't know that much about Warhammer. I have a very surface level knowledge of Warhammer. I just like it, right? Battle 2. There's like so many crazy things that you could do with a Battle 2, but it'll never happen. Battle 2 plays Warhammer? I'm not saying we should... No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Spoiler, the Oberdin was a real ship. Oh, no. The Oberdin was a ship. Real. There's like things that I've been thinking about. Like... Anyways, I'm not gonna, yeah. No spoilers. Cause there's like a little shiny thing out there, right? It's like, what? I've been thinking about the shiny thing out there. It's like, what is that? But anyway, I don't know enough about 40K, I think, to like... It would be like the blind leading the blind, I think. Which, by the way, I should probably read the books. I promised people that I would start like a book club, and like, I think the first book in the book club is gonna be a 40K book. I don't know. Anyway. Emperor good, chaos bad. What do I remember? Ah, I know about Horus. The favored son. No. Wrong, everyone is evil. Tell us about heresy. I don't know. What do I know about heresy? Not a damn thing. Because I'm perfectly hinged and lawful good. And Vesper, can you be my father? I could be your grandfather. God, remember the grandfather? That was such a good weapon. And it's in like every Diablo game. I could be your grandfather. Is that good enough? I could be the crazy grandpa. I'll be the crazy one. That reminds me of my own crazy grandpa. Oh my god. He said some like fucked up shit to like children. Not like stranger danger shit. All right. Let's talk about like the weird shit that my grandpa used to say, right? So like me and Jimmy, when we were younger, we realized that you should have two sets of grandparents, right? We realized that you should have two sets of grandparents. You should have two grandmas and two grandpas, right? But we had two grandmas and only one grandpa, right? So we were just these stupid little like 5-year-old children, and we're like, Grandpa, why do we only have one grandpa? And then my grandpa Noir like looked at us straight in the eye, absolute poker face, dead serious, right? He's like, I ate the other grandpa, so now it's just me. And we were like, ah! And we ran away. And then we told our mom, and our mom was like incredibly angry at him. He's like, you can't tell them that. They'll believe literally anything you say. And he was like, that's why it's so fun. That's why it's so fun. He's just like me. Kind of. Old people say the darndest thing with a completely straight face. He's just like, I ate the other grandpa. We fought and I defeated him in single combat and I ate him. Out of respect. He didn't say out of respect, but he did say that like he fought him, he killed him, and he ate him. That sounds kind of like you. Oh my god. He did get bonked. He did get bonked. I think he was evil, but he was like kind of a nice guy. He didn't get along with my crazy uncle. I remember that. It does sound like you. Infernity Zero, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm a heretic? Absolutely heretical. I dispute that. I dispute that. I for one think the Emperor is quite based. I for one think the Emperor is quite based. I'm not one of those things that like, what are they called? There's like these things that are like, they're like face snatchers, right? What the fuck are they called in the 40k lore? They're like genetic thieves or something, right? Like they're like face snatcher. What are they called? Gene stealers! I would never be a gene stealer. I hate jeans. I only like to wear slacks and chinos, right? I would never even wear jeans. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's just me. Dress slacks only. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna ban anybody that mentions Gene Steal. Crazy Cat, thank you for the super chat. Hey Vesper, last week was my birthday. Can I get a happy birthday from you, though it's a week late? Mrs. Crazy Cat is watching. Crazy Cat, happy birthday. Mrs. Crazy Cat. I hope you guys ate a really nice meal together. I think when you got a cool person to celebrate like events like that, like your birthday, Christmas, is good. I do think that like, oh, yo, Flay. Thank you for redirecting. Flay, how are you? What were you up to? What were you up to? All right, so usually like I get up at least like 30 minutes to an hour early and I can hang out and like check out like what the boys are doing. Flay, I rolled out of bed and I was just like, and I just started streaming. Hey, ignore them. Ignore them. I am not a gene stealer. I am so lawful good. I can't. I'm like so incredibly lawful good. I would never, ever, I wouldn't steal anything. I wouldn't steal anything. Hey, Shadow. I can't say that because it would require me to say something incriminating that could be taken out of context, but thank you for the super chat. Zim, thank you for the super chat. My own fun WoW. Oh, we're going back into WoW? I'm in. Let's go back into WoW. Ignore the story about my grandpa. He's dead now. He's long dead. Actually, all of them are gone, which is kind of depressing, but I mean, it is what it is. My own fun WoW story. In Cataclysm, there was a boss with a volleyball mechanic where you bounced an invincible orb back and forth before letting it hit the boss. Okay, I understand. It's an Ocarina of Time situation, right? If I'm was it Ocarina or was it Majora's Mask? Ocarina, right? Is it Ocarina? It's like an ocarina, like, oh, it was Wind Waker. Oh my god, I forgot. They all kind of blend together, right? Is it Ocarina or Wind Waker? I thought it was Ocarina. It's like all of them? Oh. Whoops. I watched someone try to DPS it for a solid 2 minutes. You know what that is? You know what that is? Zim, you know what that is? That's the best damn DPS in your freaking guild. That's what that is. They got the killer instinct, right? It's like, oh, a mechanic that requires you to think and not just make the big number bigger? I reject that. I am fully committed to the bit. It's the best damn, like, you could tell that guy, as soon as he goes down, he has a macro that DMs every single druid in the guild to battle res him. You know that, right? You know it in your heart. He's got the thirst. He's a hungry DPS. And as soon as he goes down, he hits that macro. It's like, hey, battle res me. Right? You know it. He's in it to win it. Whenever he's ahead in the meters, he lets everybody know that he's ahead in the meters. When he's behind in the meters, he resets the meters. That is a DPS born and bred, right? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Bunny, thank you for the super chat. Kargan, thank you for the super chat. Are you sure? No. I am a human and not a gene stealer. I am a human. The sweaty DPS. Radiance, thank you for the super chat. Hey Vesper, love your streams. Does the weakness of your flesh disgust you? It does. It does. It actually does. I joke, but it actually does. I don't like when I wake up and I can smell my flesh. It disgusts me. When I wake up and like I can feel oil in my hair, it disgusts me and I immediately take a shower. It smells like weakness. It does. Unironically, I hate my flesh. Yeah. Reject the flesh, embrace the machine. I wish. A robot. Maybe I don't hate robots. Maybe I'm just jealous of them. Think about that. Is this like a revelation to like my character arc? Maybe I don't hate robots. Maybe I'm just very jealous of them, right? Tom Nook, I still owe you like 3 million bells. What is like the last upgrade? Matthew, thank you for the super chat. Time Lost Slot, thank you very much for the super chat. I've been WoW sober for 9 months. Get in. Join us. Join us. Beef Boss, thank you very much for the super chat. If you were to give a TED talk, what would the topic be? Ooh, all right, let me think about that. This is a good one. All right, Beef Boss, let's think about it. What do I feel knowledgeable enough? I don't think I'm knowledgeable enough to give a TED talk about anything. I have approximate knowledge of many things, but I don't have in-depth knowledge of like anything. Even tea, like that old couple that taught me tea, they're like, Vesper, you're above average for the Elysium like citizen, but like in our home country, you would be a baby. Like babies know more about tea than you, right? Could you give a TED talk about things that you don't know? That would be the greatest con of all time, right? That would be like, what if I gave a TED talk about, I don't know. What if I gave a TED talk about the tale of Genji? I don't know, right? Or the Pillow Book, right? Like, what if I just gave like a TED talk about like ancient Japanese literature? And it's just like, I don't know that. And it's like, oh yeah, the tale of Genji is about this guy named Genji. and it opens with him like ulting his like master, right? And you think, oh, this guy sucks, right? But the rest of the story is like a redemption arc and you love him at the end of it, right? And I just get like kicked out of the TED talk, right? Like all of the TEDs together would convene and beat the shit out of me in the alley behind like the TED stadium, right? Could you imagine that? They're like, how did you even get in here? And then they like lead me out the back door, but it doesn't lead to like the street. It leads to like an alley with like the dumpsters. And then every Ted all together just beats the ever-loving shit out of me, right? Ted Danson will tell you not to come back. But I gotta seriously answer that one. I'll come back to you, Beef Boss. I'll think about like what I would actually give a TED Talk on. Corvidin, thank you very much for the super chat. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord Savior? Yo, RNA, thank you for the super chat. My troll WoW story. A paladin alt played Warsong Gulch exclusively. Decided to target a horde druid grinding towards High Warlord. Rank 14. With Judgment of Justice for 7 hours. Got called out in the realm forums for it. Wait. Judgment of Justice. Which one is that? I'm thinking of Pursuit of Justice. What does Judgment of Justice do? I never played a paladin because I played Horde almost exclusively. I know enough about Alliance to play through. I played Alliance with a couple friends on other servers, but like, I think I put like 95% of my time into Horde. So like, I don't know what... I know what Pursuit of Justice is, but I don't know what Judgment of Justice does. Negates movement speed buffs. That is evil. That's like straight up evil. He's just trying to live his best furry life, and you were just like, no. He's just trying to live his best furry life, and you were just like, denied. No. Absolutely denied. Or you're like that dude from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, right? Where he's like living his dream as like the strongest Warsong Gulch class, right? And you're like, fuck no, you're going home. You're going home. Luna Straya, thank you for the super chat. Can I do one? Can I do one? Can I do one? I remember like Loktar Ogar. I think that's the one that I did more because I like it. And then Dabu. Dabu is kind of funny. Oh my god. I remember saying Dabu when I like didn't know what to say. It wasn't even Discord back then. What the fuck did we rate in? Was it Ventrilo? Is it TeamSpeak? I don't remember. Zug. There you go. No, none of the other ones, just the Zug. I don't remember. Like my memory is getting fuzzy. Those are the two big ones. I don't remember. Trillion was the AIM client, right? Oh my god. MIRC. Roger Wilco. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so freaking old. I'm so freaking old. Nikki, thank you for the super chat. It's Sunday morning and I'm watching a Vesper stream. It's a good day. I have to go touch grass now, but thank you for the fun Zatsu. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for hanging out all the time. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good day. Wait, what day is it today for you? Sunday? So it shouldn't be a work day, right? I hope you have a good day off, whatever you're doing. Take care. Take care. Woo! It's getting kind of hot in here. Did you ever buy gold? I did not. I never bought a single unit of gold. Why did I never buy gold? I had an epic mount when I hit 60. I didn't have an epic flying mount when I hit 70. But I did get it very quickly. What was my like? What was my side hustle to get my epic flying mount? I remember I got it like relatively quickly. Yeah, it was like 5,000 gold, wasn't it? What the heck? It wasn't professions. That was too highbrow. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. I think this is like also not okay, right? The first 3 seasons of Gladiator Arena was like fucked up. It was like fucked up in World of Warcraft. It was like not balanced and there was a bunch of loopholes, right? I teamed up with a warrior and we sold Gladiator titles. I remember that. There was like it was not scamming. We literally just sold Gladiator titles because like, yeah. Yeah. No. We didn't win trade. Although, yeah, sometimes you would win trade just because like I remember how mad he would get like at the pillars as a warrior, like how infuriating the pillars in the arena was, right? What we would do is like we 2v2'd and we hit Gladiator 2v2 because we were good. Like he was good, I was mid, right? He was good, and we would 2v2 to Gladiator. And then I think there was like, was there like 3v3 and 5v5 or something? There was like multiple brackets, and then we would get shitty people, and we were like, we will get you to Gladiator, and you'll get the Gladiator weapons, but you have to pay us. So like season 1 and 2, we just made like, it just printed money. We got like a ridiculous amount of money doing that. And then they fixed it season 4 onward, I think. Yeah. Protection money. Later on, they had to earn the rating. I distinctly remember that being like not okay. We used to sell Zolomon bear mounts. I remember that shit too. That was like near closer to the end, right? ZA was like closer to the end of that expansion, right? This is like at the very beginning. And like the reason why we were dominating, I think, was entirely because he had that shitty mace, right? The warrior that I rolled with had the you had to get the items from the higher end raid, right? And he was just like wrecking people. Yeah, he would just shove it like right up their butts, and he would just like wreck people, and I was just healing him and staying alive, right? I was mostly just a punching target for them to try to kill me while he was just like shoving that giant like thing up their butts. Yeah. He got that, and then we just dominated. And in addition to him being like a pretty good PvPer, he was a high warlord. He was like an actually like high tier like PvPer multi-realm, like people knew him. And I was like mediocre. I wasn't that good, but like we were friends. We were good. I was good at staying alive, which is not easy as a priest, but not hard either. I'm just a little guy. Come on. I'm just a little guy. Yeah, I was good at being greasy. Yeah. I was like incredibly good at pillar humping. I was very, very good at it. Like my warrior partner would get mad at pillar humpers, and I was the pillar humper like on our side, and we were just good at it. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what a pillar humper is. You know what it is. RNA knows what a pillar humper is. You know what it is. No, not pillow, pillar. Like a load-bearing pillar, a big shaft that comes out of the ground and holds the ceiling in place, right? No. Pillar. You freaking coomers. Do explain. Okay. There were 4 pillars in the arenas that you were fighting in Burning Crusade, and you could break line of sight with it. And that technique where like, you see, like it's not art, it's an art. It's a trolling art, right? Because you can't just, you can completely stay behind it and then like you screw your team, right? Like you have to peek out. You have to peek out and be coy, right? And be like, oh, you want this delicious, fleshy, undead priest body? Oh, why don't you target me? Try to target me. Oops, I'm behind the pillar now. And do that, right? Yeah. And then like every second you waste of their time, like trying to target and kill you, is like another second that like your warrior can shove their giant mace up their butts, right? That's the general idea of like how we played the game. Yeah. You honestly have never lived if you have not humped a pillar. Yeah. It's not just staying safe. You have to be tactically in danger, right? You have to be true and skilled pillar humper. Yeah. Watoto, thank you for the super chat. You should give a TED talk about the art of Zatsudan, like their appeal, how you never run out of things to talk about. It's really just like, I feel like one day I will have to run out of stuff to talk about. I feel like I'm already talking about shit that's like not worth talking about. Is World of Warcraft. I just spent 15 minutes talking about World of Warcraft, which is like, I love the game, but it, you know, like, it's World of Warcraft, right? Yeah. Andrew Barajas, thank you very much for the super chat. WoW talk, I can't really, sadly. The only WoW MMO that held my attention for any... Yo, Tor! The Old Republic. That was such a good MMO. Oh my god. What about Galaxies? SWG? Oh my freaking god. Galaxies was like torture. That game was like absolute torture. And I loved it. Rip Galaxies, right? Okay, let's talk about the TED Talk. Let's talk about the TED Talk. We have to. For Beef Boss, we have to like actually consider it. Let me think about it. What would I give a TED Talk on? I'm just like not an expert in anything. I have just enough knowledge of like maybe around like 60 to 70 topics to talk about it and get like the people that are actually into that topic to be like enraged at me. Maybe I can give a TED Talk on that. I have just enough knowledge to absolutely tilt the people that actually like the thing that I'm talking about. Pillar humping. Biking. I enrage people that are like actually into bicycling. Like, for example, I still don't know how a derailleur works. I know it pulls on a cable, and I don't know, like, okay, so like the modern derailleur is a parallelogram derailleur, right? I don't know how it works. I know it moves to the side, but I don't know like the mechanism that makes it do that. And I know that it was invented by a Japanese dude that was like a lead designer of Suntour, which is like a great company that like went out of business because Shimano just bodied the shit out of him. I don't know what a parallelogram derailleur like does differently and like what makes it so like revolutionary. You all right, that's a good question, Crazy Cat. You derail the chain. A derailleur literally derails the chain and puts it into the new like cassette cog, right? Yeah. A rear derailleur. I just don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm like a juggalo. I don't know how a magnet works. Nobody knows how a magnet works. It's just a mystery. How to cyclist. Thank you for the super chat, Kirika. If a motorist and a cyclist collide, the motorist will lose in court. Therefore, a cyclist is a road king. But you have to survive. Which means you have to survive. I've gotten like bumped twice I didn't break any bones, but I got bumped twice. They left me alive. They half-assed it. Never half-assed it. I'm still alive. Just survive, forehead. Ah, shit, I lost the game again. Thank you, Sonic GTR. Thank you, thank you. Anyways. Alright, but like, what would I actually give a TED Talk on? What do I actually feel like confident? No, not even fishing. I feel like I know a lot of people that are better at me than fishing. Not bicycling. I'm not particularly good at bicycling. Initial D! Not computers. I'm not particularly good at computers. I could rely on my buddy, the buddy that gave me the PlayStation 5. Like, he's an actual expert. He's like IT. Like a certified, like every year he gets like 3 new certifications to keep his like IT edge. Like he's like IT, right? I was just like a desk, like a pencil pusher, right? Gardening? VTubing is a boomer? How to become the crazy uncle? Let me think. Stop putting yourself down. It's true. It's true. I mean, all right, maybe I'm going about it the wrong way. Maybe you don't have to be an expert, right? Because I've seen some like really spurious fellows at the TED Talk, right? Can you guys like confirm that? Sometimes I've watched a TED Talk and it's like, I don't think you know what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Okay, then assuming that like I don't have to be like a freaking PhD at what I'm giving a TED Talk on. You mentioned playing DDR. How deep into it did you go? Any favorite songs or memories? What freaking Butterfly? I don't even remember. I think I would give, yo, AO Captain Jack. Oh my God, I remember that. I would give a TED Talk. Okay. I would give a TED Talk. I'm cooking. Hold on, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I think I know what all right. You can give a TED Talk remotely, right? You don't have to be like on stage, right? Like I've seen TED Talks where like you're like remotely like giving a lecture, right? Okay. This is insane, right? No, they wouldn't let me do that. They wouldn't let me do that. Demonstrate. Demonstrate. Become ungovernable. I want to do a TED Talk. I want to do a TED Talk where I want to do a TED Talk in Antarctica, and it's like, I am an expert in not freezing to death. Watch me like try not to freeze to death in Antarctica. And then the end of the TED Talk is where I die. And it's like live, and I'm like dying. I'm dying, Squirtle, and I'm in like Antarctica. They would never let me do that. Right? Because it's like a meta thing, right? Like you listen to a TED talk because like this is an expert, but then it would quickly become like obvious that I was not an expert, right, on this TED talk. And it's like it's like kind of making fun of like the concept of a TED talk, right? TEDx dead, exactly. I could probably 5-minute warning. Cool. Thank you for the heads up. I think as soon as Dez is talking, right? Give me the heads up and then we'll redirect into his celebration stream. Huge win, huge dub. Here lies Vesper Noir. He died as he lived. The bit. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for the 6 months. Here's the thing, Ingrid. I like DMing a lot. I don't think I'm a particularly good one. I think my main strength would be like improvisation, right? Might not be too great on the mechanics part, right? But what I like to do is I like to integrate the characters that my players are building like into the story, and like when they make a decision, I will try to like, I will not like reject it unless it's extreme, right? Where they're like, I want to sprout wings and fly away, right? And I'll be like, no, right? You like 90% to be good then? Exactly. Exactly. I feel like good improv is what makes a good DM. I think I might actually I like I like a I like a DM that runs their campaign like a Saw movie, right? This is my personal preference. Like a lot of people dislike playing with a DM like that. I like DMs. I like being a player playing at a table where the DM is running their campaign like they're freaking Dr. Jigsaw and it's like a Saw movie, right? Yeah. Yeah. Tomb of Horrors. Exactly. Tomb of Horrors. Yeah. Kind of like chess. Yeah. Have you ever played Diablo 2 AD&D? No. What the heck? Sounds awesome. This is why I DM, because I can't put up with other DMs. Just talk about something that oh, here we go. GMBO, thank you very much for the super chat. Just talk about something that you love. Man, there's a lot of things that I love. You're good at explaining why the things that you like are good and keep the audience entertained. You can do a whole talk on why WoW flight paths are just good. That's true. I do love me some WoW flight path. I could probably give a lecture on like classic Burning Crusade and like the first half of Wrath of the Lich King. Probably. I could probably give a talk about Final Fantasy 11 up to Treasures of At-Urgen. That's when like I fell off. I could probably. Taco, thank you for the super chat. TED Talk on being a gilf. You must be unattainable. This is a gilf. You must be absolutely unattainable. I basically got 1 foot in the grave. I'm unattainable. I'm like the tomato in your fridge that's getting a little bit fuzzy. You should not eat that tomato. But sometimes you're just like, it's so red. It's so juicy looking, right? I'm like the tomato in your fridge just getting fuzzy, right? Do not eat it. Just eat around it. I would not recommend that. I would not recommend that. Tomatoes should never be in the fridge. That might actually be true. Blue Mantis, thank you very much for the super chat. Hearing people talk about things that they're passionate about is always a win. Your enthusiasm is contagious and it's cool hearing about the stuff that you enjoy. It's really fun learning something new. Oh! That might be true, actually. I can't say that I know... I can't say that I even have good knowledge about the things that I like, but I can be like confident that I'm probably more passionate than like... Whenever I get into something, I'm like probably in like the top 10 percentile. Like, top 10% of like people that are like into it. It just like consumes my stupid little like brain, and I'm like, I go to sleep and I can't stop thinking about it, right? Yeah. I hyperfixate, right? And I think like hyperfixation is not a good way to learn about something, because when you hyperfixate, you're only looking at it from one point of view, which is your point of view, which inherently gives you like a skewed vision of the thing that you're into, right? So I actually think that like hyperfixation is not good for like learning about the thing that you're hyperfixated on. That's like my absolute like opinion. And I think like a lot of the reason why like, yeah. Eugeo, thank you very much for the super chat. I feel like the more I talk about my experiences in Final Fantasy 11, the color drains from people's faces about the morbid curiosity. Yeah, right? 11, if they ever make a Final Fantasy 11 classic, we will probably never get permissions for that, but I would play it on my own, like on my off time. I would make, what would I make? I would probably start off white mage, get to 18, go back to the beginning, make a black mage, go up to 36, and then go back to red mage, and then take a red mage to 75, right? And then I don't know where I would go from there. I didn't think that far. 37! I'm an idiot. 37. Monk, red mage? Domara, you might as well have like freaking... You might as well have said rouge. Monk, red mage? Monk, red mage? Monk, red mage? I think I'm gonna barf. Monk, red mage. Clear Eye, thank you very much for the super chat. I like your profile picture. You look super freaking cool. You should give the WoW Diary by John Statz a read, if you haven't. Gives a behind the scenes look at the initial creation and release. Whoa! I would totally... He's live and talking? All right. Thank you for hanging out with me. Was it a good stream? I don't even know. I literally don't know. But I had fun. I guess that's all. I can't say that's all that matters. I had fun. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's go ahead and redirect over to Dez. Where's our boy? Give him some love, all right? Promise me you'll give him some love, all right? Okay. Take care, everybody. Say hi to Dez for me. Goodbye. Bye. Bye.